Were you told that to look younger, you had to straighten your hair, hide your curls, and stop being yourself? They lied to you. There are cuts that can take off up to 10 years without dye, makeup, or giving up your natural hair. In this video, you will discover 6 styles that are changing the way curly women look and feel. They require no effort, they don't fight with your texture, and the best part, you'll never have to straighten it again. Stick around until the end, because the last cut might not only change how you look, but how you feel about yourself. Cut number 6. Curly Bob Queen. Let's start with a cut that at first glance seems discreet, but has the power to completely change your expression. The curly bob. It's not a shout of transformation, it's a whisper of style. It falls right at that point between the chin and shoulders, where the face visually elongates, the neck is freed, and the gaze is lifted almost without you noticing. It's a cut that accompanies. It embraces the texture instead of dominating it. Soft layers allow the curls to move freely, without clumping, without falling heavy. The result is hair that looks alive, fresh, but with shape. That shape doesn't scream, "I did something new," but it does say, "I'm different, and I like it." The best part of this cut is that the curly bob is easy to care for and maintain. You just need to apply some oil, then style with a diffuser. The curls fall where they should, effortlessly. Just apply a light, defining product. Let it air dry. And that's it. It has that magic of looking great even on days when you don't do anything special. A beautiful example is Halle Berry, who has made the bob her signature. She doesn't need to modify her texture to look sophisticated. On the contrary, her undefined curls are part of the charm. And she wears it with that elegance, without stiffness, that so many women are starting to claim. The one that comes from knowing yourself, not from meeting expectations. Now, there's something to avoid. Cuts without defined shape, which tend to accumulate volume unevenly. It's also important not to thin out the lower sections too much, because that dulls the curl's energy and leaves the hair without character. And yes, for years we were told that this kind of cut was only for straight hair, that curls didn't work, that they had to be straightened first. But today, we understand that what didn't work was the limited view of our hair. The well-done curly bob gives us back more than shape. It gives us back prominence. It reminds us that we don't need to fit in. We just need to choose what truly flatters us. And if this can be achieved with length, imagine what can happen when the change touches the forehead. And if you're enjoying this advice, subscribe to the channel. Here we talk about fashion, yes, but more than anything, about self-esteem, style, and female empowerment. Cut number 5. Soft bangs on natural curls. Bangs queen. That small gesture that transforms the face without asking for permission. When done right, they don't cover, they highlight, they don't hide, they frame. And yes, they can live with your curls. Not only can they can do it better than anyone. We're talking about a light, messy bang with purpose. It can be parted, or more full. No rigid lines that a straight, flat bang would have with curly hair. Here we look for soft strands that fall naturally, that brush the forehead without covering it completely, that open the expression, that give freshness to the gaze, as if a part of you had awakened after a long sleep. Look at Beyoncé. The way she wears loose, messy bangs is a balance between sensuality and serenity, but it's something all of us can adopt. And also, this cut is easier to maintain than it looks. You just need to hydrate it, define it with your fingers strand by strand to shape the curl. In fact, it looks better when it's not perfect, when it follows the line of your texture without forcing it. It's the kind of detail that seems casual, but is full of intention. That said, there are some common mistakes to avoid. Bangs that are too short, not taking into account the natural shrinkage of curls, can end up ruining the cut. And if you ever doubted that you could wear bangs with curls, this is your invitation to break that myth. Because there's no age limit to playing with the frame of your face. There's no age limit to changing enough to feel different, without ceasing to be yourself. And no, it's not a cut just to hide expression lines. It's a cut to give intention to your gaze. To say, without words, that there's still so much to see and so much to show. Are you enjoying these tips? Then don't miss my ebook, More Elegant Than Ever. It's a complete handbook to help you refresh your image. Link in the description. Cut number 4. Modern Pixie. There are cuts that don't need to be long to be powerful. The modern pixie is one of them. It doesn't try to hide the face. It reveals it. It doesn't soften your strength. It shows it. It's short, yes, but full of purpose. And with curls, it has something few dare to explore: real freedom. This cut clears the nape, frees the face, and concentrates the volume at the top. When you use strategic layers, each curl can move on its own without being overloaded. It looks light, elegant, with that air of a woman who doesn't need approval to look good. The best thing about the pixie is that it doesn't try to look young. It simply is in attitude, in decision, in presence. It's a cut that says, I know myself well enough to choose less, and that less says it all. In a woman with this cut, nothing is out of place, but it doesn't look rigid either. That's the key, that the cut accompanies who you are today without trying to turn back time, but using it to your advantage. And the best part is that styling it requires no effort or excessive time. A little curl cream or light mousse is enough to define the key strands. You can let it dry naturally or use a diffuser if you want more volume at the roots. Even on days when you don't do anything, the cut still speaks for you, because it's designed to maintain shape without depending on styling. And that, queen, is practical freedom. Now, not everything works. Avoid very short pixies, which can create a flat effect with no shape and make you look older. Volume is key. If your hair has natural texture, it needs space to express itself, not to be contained. Because a well-done pixie doesn't stiffen, it enhances. It doesn't erase. It reveals. It's proof that there's no one way to be elegant, and that you can wear a bold cut without ceasing to be subtle, mature, and completely you. And if that can be achieved with less, wait until you see what happens when the key is in how each layer falls. Cut number 3. Long layers. Sometimes, queen, you don't need to cut a lot. You just need to know where. Long layers aren't a radical change, but they're a deep one. They give movement back to hair that might have started to feel heavy. They open the face, soften the expression, and most importantly, they make the hair find its rhythm again. This cut keeps the length, yes, but it transforms it completely. Well-done layers allow the curls to define themselves without getting weighed down. Let the roots breathe and make the ends look lighter. It's ideal if you've been growing your hair out and feel like something's missing, but you're not sure exactly what. A woman who has worn it with naturalness and presence is Andie MacDowell. With her defined curls, the way she wears long layers shows how a cut can add body without taking away elegance. Her hair always has that air of a woman who takes care of herself without exaggerating, who masters her image without losing spontaneity. It works especially well on medium and long hair because it distributes volume intelligently. It doesn't aim to reduce it, but to organize it. The result is a flowing silhouette with body and shape, without stiffness. Like the hair starts to move with you, instead of being left behind. Now, avoid poorly placed or too short layers at the top, as they can create a messy, off-balance volume effect. And I'll tell you, well-done long layers aren't just compatible with your texture, they celebrate it. They give you control without stiffness, movement without chaos, and that lightness that doesn't try to hide, but to free. Like when you let go of something that no longer defines you and, at last, you can stand taller. And if length can feel this free, imagine what happens when the cut dares to follow the shape of your essence. Cut number 2, rounded cut. There are cuts that don't try to reinvent you, but to give you shape from what you already are. The rounded cut is that. A structure designed to accompany your texture, balance the volume, and embrace your face without forcing it. It doesn't modify your essence. It organizes it with elegance. An important thing about this cut is that it can be worn at different lengths, as long as it keeps its round shape. The key is in the contour. The oval shape adapts to the curls gently, allowing each curl to fall into place without losing movement. The volume is distributed harmoniously, not too much at the crown, nor too heavy at the tips. It looks natural, but careful, structured, without stiffness. A perfect example is Angela Bassett. When she's worn her natural hair in rounded shapes, she's done it with character, but also with balance. Her face is framed softly, without losing strength. The result is clear. She's not trying to look like someone else. She shows herself as she is, but with intention. It works especially well on defined or dense curls because it prevents the hair from accumulating in uncomfortable areas. It doesn't require complicated styling or constant touch-ups. The shape does the work for you. Also, if you like volume, you just need to style it with a volumizing comb upwards and then separate each curl one by one. Now, it's important to avoid common mistakes. A rounded cut without internal layers can easily become a mass of volume with no definition. Always try to maintain your curl pattern in a structured way, since this cut has a specific shape. If you're looking for a cut that embraces your face without losing strength, the rounded cut is for you. It balances the volume, enhances the texture, and gives you a shape that feels polished but effortless. It's the kind of style that doesn't shout, "I changed my look," but clearly shows that you know who you are. This cut is a way of saying, yes, I have volume, yes, I have texture, and I know how to carry them with style. A safe, beautiful, and serene choice. Because balance isn't about hiding, it's about knowing how to highlight the best parts of you. And if harmony can feel this authentic, wait until you see what happens when the cut finds the perfect rebellious touch. Cut number 1, soft wolf cut. And now we've come to the most unexpected cut, the most contemporary, but also the freest, the soft wolf cut. Its name might sound extreme, but with curls, well adapted, it's pure sophistication in motion. This cut combines irregular layers, slight shifts, and volume concentrated where it flatters the most, at the top. It's perfect if you're looking for renewal without giving up your essence, because it doesn't transform what you are, it simply updates it. The soft wolf cut is a cut that lets your texture be the star. The layers fall as if they have no weight, creating a dynamic silhouette. It doesn't require styling. It doesn't seek perfection. It just needs to fall right to say it all. This cut works both in long and short form. And while it may seem complex, it's not. It's a cut that works with minimal routine. You can let it air dry with a light cream or use a diffuser if you want more volume. Even on days when you don't do anything, It keeps that effortless vibe that defines it. It's a style that accompanies your rhythm, not imposes it. In her youth, Sarah Jessica Parker wore a wolf cut. Her hair full of layers and texture has that mix between elegant rebellion and structure that defines this style. She's not trying to look from another age or another era. She just lets herself shine as she is. This cut also looks spectacular on hair with highlights. It gives depth to gray hair, highlights copper tones, and adds movement without overloading dark tones. Whatever your color is, the wolf cut elevates it and turns it into an expression of style. You don't need to dye your hair to look younger. Just choose the cut that enhances what you already have. It's important not to overly sharpen the ends, as that can create frizz and reduce the overall volume. The secret lies in the soft gradient, which almost goes unnoticed. But you can feel it. The soft wolf cut is for you if you want to change with personality, without losing your essence. It gives volume where it flatters, lightens where it's needed, and adapts to your rhythm without demanding perfection. It's movement, attitude, and freedom, all in one cut. This isn't a cut to change who you are. It's a cut to remind you that you can explore new versions of yourself without losing your essence. Because letting go of the old is also a way of reaffirming yourself. And if you've made it this far, you already know. What really transforms us is not the cut. It's the permission we give ourselves to see ourselves differently. If you made it this far, drop a "I love my curl" in the comments. And if you want to know where to buy all the outfits you saw today, get styling advice on what to wear, receive priority responses, exclusive emojis, and watch my videos before anyone else. Then join our membership and become part of this community of queens who shine from within. Link in the first comment. Because you deserve to look like a queen.